Hi everybody, today we're going to make sweet potato kidney bean veggie burgers and they are delicious, created by my friend Shelly Hughes at plantbasedfoodie.com, and I'll put a link to the recipe. So the first thing you want to do, make in advance, are your sweet potatoes and cook your quinoa. And you could even do this the day before, you could do it at night while you're watching TV. But what I did was I use a rice cooker for my quinoa, and it's just 2 scoops of the water and 1 scoop of quinoa, and you turn it on and voila, you have quinoa in about 30 to 40 minutes, it depends. So you want that all ready to go because you want to have your grain ready. And then I baked my sweet potatoes. I cut them in half, baked them in foil at 400 for about 45 to 60 minutes. I go closer to 60 minutes because I want to make sure they're thoroughly cooked. All right, so you want to have those 2 things done in advance. Then come on over. One of the reasons I love this recipe is, number 1, I love sweet potatoes, but number 2, I love kidney beans, and I don't use them that much. I mainly use black beans and chickpeas, which you can also use if you don't like kidney beans for any reason. So I've mashed about half of the kidney beans with the back of a fork. And then we're going to add in our sweet potatoes. And I did 2 big sweet potatoes. And then we're going to mash these as well. Sweet potatoes are high in beta carotene, vitamin A, great for us. So I'm excited to be back making videos. I have a new job with the Humane Society of the United States, helping to get vegan food in schools and colleges and hospitals, which has been a lot of fun and very exciting. I just have been on the road a lot, so I haven't had a lot of time to make videos. So if you have any requests, let me know, and I'm going to make more effort to make more YouTubes because I want to keep spreading the vegan message and how to cook simple and delicious whole foods plant-based recipes, which this one is. This does not have any added oils. All right, so we're getting lots of mashing here. That's why you want to make sure when you bake them that they are thoroughly cooked, so you can test them with a fork. I say go closer to 60 minutes. Bake at 400 for 60 minutes, okay? So all that is coming together. Now we're going to add in 2 cups of cooked quinoa, so make sure it's cooked. And quinoa, like our beans, is packed full of protein. And then we're going to add in a half a cup of oats. You can substitute chopped walnuts if you want, and if you're doing nut-free, you can do oats. I just love oats, and I think they act like a binder and help keep the patties together. And then you can add in a half a cup of chopped green onions. And we're going to stir that together with 1 tablespoon of tamari. This is a very simple recipe, which I appreciate. Thank you, Shelly. She has all kinds of delicious recipes. Please sign up for her newsletter. She sends out whole food plant-based recipes on a regular basis. And then we're going to do some cumin. 2.5 teaspoons of cumin. And I love cumin. So I'm going to maybe go a little extra. 2.5 to 3. Okay. And then you can also add 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. All right. And then if you like spice, you can also do 1/4 teaspoon of paprika and 1/4 teaspoon of chipotle seasoning. My throat, unfortunately, is sensitive to spice, so I'm just going to stick with cumin and some salt and pepper. This is so great. So when the potatoes are, thoroughly cooked like that, it's just really easy to combine together. Let me grab the salt here. We've got, and get a little bit of salt. And you can add pepper also if you like. Okay, so while you're doing this, you can have your oven preheated at 400 And this will make about 6 to 8 burgers. And it's great because you can stick the extras in the freezer. I love them also on my salad for lunch. And you could put a little dollop of hummus. We have the oil-free hummus video on my channel from Forks Over Knives. Hummus goes great on veggie burgers. So you can see it makes a lot. And I used 2 pretty big size sweet potatoes. Okay. Don't judge me. I do use salt, but I have very low blood pressure. But if you have high blood pressure, please omit the salt. Okay. All right, looking great. So now we're going to form our patties. I'm going to take a big handful. Now you can use a pan that's lined with parchment paper. I have this silicone mat instead. Whoops, and we're going to just squeeze our patty together. Shelly uses a cookie cutter to make them all nice and perfectly in size. Oh, and here's Noah, of course. He always has to make his debut. So then you can flatten out a little bit and keep going as such. All right, you can line it up, make 6 to 8. Okay, so you're going to cook them at 400 for 40 minutes, and you can pull the pan out and turn it around halfway. Now it may take a little longer. The last time I did it, it took almost 60 minutes because I actually boiled my sweet potatoes on the stove, and I think they took on some extra moisture. So if you bake them, I think you'll be closer to around 40 minutes. So then these I've had waiting because I made these last week, and I froze them, which is so great. So this is what they look like when they're done, and they're so good. So obviously you could put them on a bun with all your favorite toppings. And again, my new favorite thing is to cut them in quarters and serve them on your favorite greens with some hummus or your favorite dressing. So I hope you enjoy them. Thank you always for saving animals with your food choices. I hope you have a great week.